There is a very popular interview question going around, and that question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? It's one of those questions that interviewers just ask just because they're not trained interviewers, and quite frankly, they've been asked it a million times, so they just regurgitate it. But here's the fantastic thing about that question. It is impossible to answer it correctly. In fact, it's what I call a trap question. Because there are only wrong answers. There's no way to answer that question in a way that the interviewer will think, oh wow, that is so insightful, you are going to be a fantastic candidate. That never happens. So in this video, I want to go through all the wrong answers, of which you've probably said some, and I've definitely said some, and then what I believe to be the only safe answer to this question. First wrong answer. You say, your ultimate goal is to work for another company. So you're going to work for a tech company and they say, well, what got you interested in technology or our company in particular? Or they say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And you say, well, the truth is it's been my life's goal to go work for Google. And this company has an excellent reputation. It's a great startup and it's a great, pivot for me. I start here for 5 years and then I end up at Google. Obviously, it's a terrible answer. It might sound obvious to you now, but a lot of people actually say this answer. So don't do it because if you're not committed to the role or if you're not committed to the team or company in general, obviously you're not someone they want to hire. They do want to hire somebody who's going to stick around long term. Second terrible answer. I'd love to work at this company, but I'm using this role as a stepping stone for something else. If that sounds crazy to you as well, many of my clients tell it to me in our mock interviews. They say things like, why am I interested in trade support? Well, ultimately, I'd love to be a trader. And I saw this role and I thought, well, I'm working in risk now. What's the best way for me to get into trading? Probably to be in trade support for a few years. Terrible, terrible answer. Obviously, they want you to grow and learn all the skills and become really good at this and ultimately do something more within the team to own the process, to train new people. They don't want you gaining all those skills and just leaving. Not a good answer. Number 3. Another bad answer is to say, I don't want to go anywhere. This role sounds so amazing, I just want to stay here and do it. Why? Because they know it's a bluff. And they're not going to fall for it. Nobody leaves a job and goes to a new one, or even just takes a job straight out of school because they just want to do that for the rest of their life. No, people want raises, people want promotions, people want to do more interesting work, people want to interact with clients, whatever it is. Everyone has a dream and they know you're lying. And it's never good to say an answer that's automatically a lie. Number 4. Another bad answer would be to say to the interviewer, honestly, I want to be in your position. Now, obviously, you wouldn't say it like that, but you'd say, I'd like to be on this team, but I'd like to be the manager. Well, that's the interviewer's job. Now, while technically that is the right answer, you should want to be on the team, but in a higher position, saying you want to run the team means that your mind is already in the mindset of, I don't want to work, I want to control. And the problem is, it could be a team like my last role, quite frankly, at Morgan Stanley, where my manager was managing the team for a decade. So it could be that scenario where when someone says that, he'll be thinking, look, I've been managing this team for 10 years. That's probably going to keep on going. Why would I want to hire someone who wants to replace me immediately? It doesn't sound good. So the right answer, okay? So none of those are good. Leaving the company, a different job within this company, staying in the same exact role, or becoming manager. So what is the right answer? The right answer is somewhere in between being in the role and being the manager. And that is, you have to word it like just right. There's really no way around it. What you want to say is, I love the job spec. I looked at it and I was thinking all the technical skills to this job are things that I love doing day in, day out. And I don't see that changing in 5 years. I'm still going to love Python. I'm still going to love risk management. I'm still going to love pricing derivatives. That's really interesting stuff to me. Now, am I someone who doesn't want to progress at all in my career? Absolutely not. So while I do want to be here and I still want to be active in the activities of the team and I still want to be involved and responsible for ownership, I would obviously in 5 years want more responsibilities and probably a promotion. So I'm hoping I can get to a point where I own more. The people rely on me. The group, the larger group, the global team, relies on me for completing this. And along with that come the promotions, the prestige, and everything like that. You're not asking to actually run the team, but you're saying that you do love working on this technical stuff. And in the future, you still want to be, but you want to do it on a higher scale. And with that, you basically said the manager answer, but without saying, I want to kick you out of your seat. I think that's the most elegant way to answer the question. It's the one I've been using on all of my recent interviews, quite frankly, and it's always went well. I've never heard of a scenario with any of my clients, quite frankly, where this went superbly well, because there's no way to superbly well answer such a crazy question. Well, I hope this helps, and if you've had a more colorful or creative answer, I'd love to hear it in the comment below. So please like, comment, subscribe, all the goodies. I'll see you in the next video.